One of my favourite things about football is the tribalism that it brings. Usually it's to do with competitive league positions or rivalries, but some strange reason there is this strange tribalism that you cannot say that someone's kit looks bad, otherwise you must have an agenda against their club and you hate them and you should die. They're going to be ranking each Premier League home kit other than Bournemouth because they are losers and they can't still put a kit up in mid-July. They don't even deserve to be here anyway. But considering it's Bournemouth, they'll probably be in the middle like usual. Comment down below your favourite kit in the Premier League this year, and also your least favourite, your worst kit from the Premier League this year. Like and subscribe, let's hit 2,000 likes, and Vizeh designs for the best football prints, all made by myself. Use code Vizeh for 15% off all items. And let's go into the worst one, which is, what is this? Lads. Yeah, Brentford. Now, I got a bit of stick by some Brentford fans because I wasn't a big fan of their last 2 years. I didn't really like the gradient black, the red to black thing. I felt like it was unnecessary. I also think the sponsor's quite ugly. There's no gradient, so fair enough. But, I mean, if you just took away the badge and maybe put some random second-tier Danish side on there, I would probably think it made sense. I know they're going for like a retro theme. It's just the black collar detail thing. It's just not for me. I'm also not a big fan of the sponsor. I still think it's probably the most ugliest sponsor in the entirety of Premier League. We also like a cut halfway through the sleeve, which doesn't feel like it should be necessary. It looks like it's missing things. I must clarify this. This isn't the worst kit I've ever seen. For the standard of pretty much every Prem club, all these kits are relatively, like, okay to good, okay? This is, like, for me, just bad, but it's not, like, the worst kit I'll ever see. It's just not for me. And if you want to see what it looks like in the players, there you go. Again, it's just the black collar edition thing and the random cut on the sleeve. And also what looks like to be the bottom of the shirt. I don't know, man. There's a part of me that really wants to like this kit. Like, I really want to like this kit, but I just can't. It's too... Is there such thing as too much? Because I think we've hit too much. There's just too much. I think this is like a perfect, like, you either love it or you hate it kit. And for me, like, I don't hate it. It's not the worst kit ever, but I just think there's too much going on here. What is wrong with just a simple red and blue stripes? You know, it's been a while since they've had like a just standard red and blue stripes. It's been a long time since that's happened. You know, on a player, I just don't like it. But hey, you may love it. It looks like a walking piece of candy, which is accurate because Mateta is a sexy man. Next up is West Ham. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this kit. I just feel like there's something missing. There's no pattern on it at all. There's just a little blue connection to the sides. I like the collar and the sleeves. I like the pattern they've got there. I think that's quite nice. The sponsor isn't anything to scoff at either. It does look like it's a different colour, a little shade of difference here. Like, I'm looking at last year's kit and I really like this. I thought this was really nice. And I'm comparing it to this year's kit and it feels like something's off. Like, you can't look at this kit here and look at this kit here and tell me there's not a significant downgrade. Next up is Spurs, right? I think this would be where it has been in rankings, like 16th. Better than their position last year, of course. I don't hate it. I still think the red AIA annoys me. The kind of design element to the sleeves, I just think would look nicer if it was actually like some kind of blue. I guess it is, but very faintly. It's more grey to me than anything else. I don't think it's awful. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. I liked the one they had last year. I thought it looked really nice. We have like a little side-by-side here of last year's to this year's. And I don't know. I see a downgrade there personally, but that's just me. 15th place, we have Chelsea. Now, to clarify, this is no longer in bad kit territory. It's just in, you know, average. This is what you would put as a 5 out of 10. Last year's I was a bit weird on the kit, but it grew me over time. I can't imagine it's grown on me though. Like I would say last year's, looking back on it, as an actual kit, was actually a much better kit than what this one is here. Got this pattern behind it, this kind of crossed kind of pattern ingrained in the shirt. Of course, meant to resemble the local area around it. And like there's patterns there, I think even on the shorts as well, like it carries throughout almost the entire kit. Would this look better without a pattern? Possibly, but a pattern can make a kit better. And I think this one makes it a bit worse. Just a kind of building thing in the bottom of it. I get the meaning behind it, but as an actual just piece of art on a kit, I just think it's okay. Now, we've got Sunderland's kit here. Now, of course, I kind of want to hold my opinion on this until I see it actually in person. From what I can see, it could be a bit more out there. We've not seen an actual image of the kit in person yet, but this is what it will look like. I think it'll be, again, another solid kit. It could be even a bit higher up once I see an actual version of it in person. I may be able to put it a bit higher. Speaking of OK shirts, Fulham is also in the category of there's not an actual in real life version of it yet, so I'm going to put it next to Sunderland here. It's going to go down the Adidas template. I typically quite like the Adidas template, so I think this will actually look quite nice with the sponsor on it, of course. I think compared to last year's kit, I prefer last year's kit more to this. It's got the sleeve, which is fully, you know, black with the red little detail there as well. 5, 6 out of 10 kit. Not bad. You know, it's just solid. Now, Everton's kit is perfectly in the middle. Solid 6 out of 10 for me. The pattern is not bad. It could be maybe you may really love it, you may really hate it. For me, it's a solid enough idea. It makes sense with the new stadium next to the, of course, the docks as well. The sponsor, of course, I'm not a big fan of course. But detailing-wise, it's all in the pattern, and I think it works. But I like the pattern. I like the idea of it. It makes sense. So I think it deserves to be just in the mid-tier category. Speaking of mid-tier category, we've got Brighton there. Again, 6 out of 10. It is a relatively normal Brighton kit. I've seen some Albion fans that I know like not be a big fan of this. I don't think you can go too much wrong with this though. There does appear to be like one strange detail where the collar is like bigger on one side compared to the other, which annoys me quite a bit. Okay, so from here on out, every kit from here is a kit which I like. I think every kit here is good. So even though it may be like, I think we're on number 10 right now, these are good kits, in my opinion. 7 out of 10 or higher. I'm putting Burnley here. Now, I think Burnley could be higher, but out of just the idea of not looking biased, I'm going to put it here, because I do think there are other kits that people may like more. I think the pattern for this kit, I'm wearing it right now. You can't really see the pattern too well, or you can maybe slightly. I think this is a very good kit. For me, this is one of my favourite kits that we've had. The sponsor I can't get out of my mind though. It's literally a random company over in Indonesia or Thailand somewhere that doesn't even exist in the UK. The shade of claret is a little bit more different. So to Burnley fans, people have been a bit annoyed that they believe that we've changed our colour scheme a bit more to more purple. I still think this is just a darker shade of claret in my opinion. I'm going to put it here. I want to put it higher, but I've been told that I'm being biased. I'm going to put Manchester United here. Again, I think it's solid. It's not the best United kit I've seen in recent years. I still think there's been others that I liked a bit more. But with the Adidas template, with the colours of it, the sponsor looks nice. There's a bit of a pattern going on to the sleeves as well with the trim finish. It is overall a nice looking kit. Now we've got City, and again, for me, it's a good kit. I like the colour scheme. You can't really go wrong. They've gone for a bit more of a brighter blue. It reminds me of a kind of Leroy Sané, Sterling season. I like the little like sachet, little idea they've gone for it as well. But I still think all around it is a bit basic. I still think there could be a bit more they can do. But I think all around it works. You've seen it, of course, on the actual players for the Club World Cup. And yeah, it stands out. But it could be called a little bit bland other than the sachet part itself. Next up is Leeds United. As an actual kit, very good kit. People may say it's a bit more basic, but I don't know, man. I think it works. The Red Bull logo makes it stand out so much more. Like, I think that's a really nice addition they've got for it, this new sponsorship. And I like the actual pattern of the sleeve and the collar, which actually relates to, I believe, the tunnels and, you know, around Ellen Road itself. But yeah, as a full kit with the, you know, the big blue stripes as well, it contrasts so massively. I think it's a solid kit. So yeah, even though again, it may not be the top 5, it's still a good kit before I got people having a go at me. Next up will be Aston Villa. I love it. It's very, very similar to their kit last year. It's just in a new updated Adidas template. So you can see the kind of total 90 lines in the middle of it. But they have got the nice addition onto the sleeves, a little pattern there. Here is last year's kit here compared to this year's. I think I prefer last year's a bit more, probably because of the collar. But I can't lie and say that it's not also still a nice kit. Okay, Wolves, for me, has just got me in a headlock. Because I really struggle to put Wolves down anywhere below like good because of the badge and the colour scheme alone. It's so hard to get these kits wrong. You can see it here, one of the players. Of course, this is a bit more editing, so it may look a bit more nicer and higher contrast, but still, all in all, I like the kind of retro-y vibe of the collar. It's not an actual collar, unfortunately. I wished it was. But it has a nice little retro-y vibe to it all, and I like the sleeves and how it ends. I'm a sucker for Wolverhampton Wanderers kits. I'm so sorry. Now, if you are someone who has seen a previous kit video of mine when I was ranking just kind of the first leaked ones a couple months back, I put Newcastle United's kits very, very low down. Oh, I said I wasn't a big fan of it. So if you saw that and you're watching this, you may be thinking, where the hell is it? Did I just forget that they even existed? No. I've changed my mind. And seeing it more, I've now become sold. I don't know, man. The blue outlines and the total 90 lines in the template is just selling me a dream. I feel like I'm being an idiot here. I feel like I'm being an idiot here because I didn't particularly like the stripes having this kind of weird cross-knit effect on it. I felt like it was unnecessary, but I don't know why, but it's almost kind of hypnotizing, if that makes any sense. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. Can a man change his mind? Well, it's too late. I already have. This is an 8 or 9 out of 10 kit. Arsenal. I mean, it's not a kit video about Arsenal being right there up to the top. They must have had a bad year. I thought last year it grew me a little bit, but I just felt like the blue line to the side was just a bit unnecessary. Like, I loved the kit the year before, the gold touch. This feels like much more of a traditional Arsenal kit. I like the iconic A symbol from one of the old OG badges as a pattern in the background. Actually seeing it on the players when they played on it in the game as a full kit, I think it looks quite classy. It's nice. The big thick collar makes it for me. It's crazy what happens when it's just a simple red and white. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason this still has not been put on sale for as far as I'm aware for Liverpool. So this isn't even actually fully public yet. But everyone knows what the kit looks like basically. Liverpool's home shirt, I love. It is similar in a way to the Manchester United kit where you may say that it's a bit unfair, this is higher up, but I just think the red with the white, the simplicity of it with the pattern, it just goes together so much better. The sponsor for me is better, the badge of course I think suits it a lot more, the collar and the trim. This is a very, very nice kit. Of course it's a throwback to the 06-07 kit. It is nice. It is nice. It's been seen everywhere. You can see 1,000 leaks. Here's the home, away, and third kit all together if you want to see the others. I really love the teal kit. I think this as a package, they're very, very nice kits. I present to you the Premier League's best kit for the 2025-26 season. This for me is a masterpiece. And no one can tell me any different. In the collar, and I'm a sucker for a collar, the pinstripes, the two torn pinstripes, the badge, the shield around the badge, I think just adds to it so much more. Here you can see it modelled on the women's team and the men's team too, just as a full kit. For me, it just oozes class. It really does. I love the pinstripes. I love the shield. Maybe you may not like the shield. I think it's really nice, honestly. It's just got a retro vibe to it, which I think just really suits it really well. In almost every way, this is a near 10 out of 10 kit. And I don't think you'll tell me any different. Comment about your best kit and your worst kit, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. See ya.